Hello everyone, my name is Oscar Flores and this is my interpersonal process speech. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Today I'm going to be talking about managing anger. I'm going to start with a quote from a study on Latino adults. Anger was seen as a normal part of life, a characteristic passed down from generation to generation, resulting in negative familial outcomes. So if this is you, I assure you that anger is normal, it is part of life, but it's not a characteristic, it's just an emotion that needs to be regulated a little bit. So, growing up with five brothers, I know all too well about anger. I've had many opportunities for flight or fight opportunities. I can honestly say that throwing the first punch or always having the last word is not always the best way to handle situations. I'm going to discuss and explore some topics related to anger management. We'll start with some ways I manage anger, discuss some short-term solutions, and then lastly I'll finish off with long-term solutions to help suppress anger. Without further ado, I will now go into my main points. As I had just mentioned, I'm going to start with how I manage anger. Once as a child, my mother noticed me getting upset at a video game. She challenged me to find relaxation and focus in between my failed game attempts. Her advice to me was to take a deep breath in through my nose and out through my mouth. It did work and it helps me calm down in chaotic situations. Another way I manage anger is to pause before reacting or responding. Let's choose my words carefully, try to settle down before doing the first irrational thing that comes to mind. It's not wise to add fuel to the fire, make situations worse, or even destroy a relationship. Well, that's it for my first point. Both methods go hand in hand, as taking a quick breather allows you to think about a response. So we'll now discuss some short-term solutions to manage anger. First solution is to be proactive, stopping miserable people from bringing you down. As they say, misery loves company. Being proactive is about accepting people's flaws and changing how you view them or respond. This is a much better approach than always reacting to complicated people. Not what happens to us that hurts us, but a response to what happens that hurts. Situation gets out of control, the second thing to do is to step away entirely. Go outside for a short walk if you must. Get some fresh air, cool down. Just let you think of your response. Take as long as you need. Play calming music if it helps. Here's a quote from a study done in 2019. Acute bout of moderate intense cycling exercise reduces feelings of anger among men with elevated trait anger. Taking me to my last point. I'll now discuss some ways to help manage anger in the long term. Of course, first long-term solution is exercise, but also dieting. Consistent workout plan helps release built-up tension and frustration. I know firsthand how excessive fast food, caffeine, and junk food can affect my mood. So restricting foods that provoke anger is a verified strategy. Here's a quote from a study about the relationship between anger and fast food. Among youth, higher anger levels and impulsivity predicted greater frequency of fast food consumption. Another long-term solution is to build spirituality and seek therapy if needed. Mention spirituality first because the scriptures have self-healing principles if you delve into them. If that doesn't appeal to you, seeking therapy is also a good option. It's good to speak to a professional who can help you understand the foundation of your anger and provide guidance if needed. I've made all my points, and hopefully you learned something from this. You feel motivated about addressing anger issues if you have any. I have talked about how I manage anger management in the short term and in the long term. With this speech, I challenge you to let go, release your anger, and attack the emotion altogether. Anger does not have to be fully suppressed, but must be regulated to safe levels. Thank you for watching my presentation on anger management.